Hey everyone, and welcome into today's video. I'm back on camera finally, and I'm able to speak without a cough, so it's a miracle I survived the horrible Logie. We're going to go into NIO. We have some news out and some updates. NIO is a channel favourite, so if you are someone that is invested in NIO, looking to get into NIO, then you are going to want to follow our channel, so make sure to hit that big subscribe button below, and welcome to this family of investors, because it is one of the top stocks that we cover every single week on this channel. My name is Jason, and again, welcome into the family. If you would like a link to any of my buy and sell alerts, I will leave a link in the description to the Patreon. Enough is enough, guys. Let's get straight into the video today. Now, before we do a full technical analysis on NIO and where we can see a new price prediction moving into the next few weeks ahead, NIO has just come out with some brand new information, and it says here that NIO plans to start delivering cars in Norway in September, which is fantastic news. The Chinese electrical startup NIO announces its plans to begin deliveries in Norway, as it says here. Now, more than half of new cars sold in Norway last year were actually battery-powered electrical vehicles, according to the Norwegian Road Federation. So that's some fantastic news, because we have got obviously some companies over there like Xpeng already having 100 deliveries that are having some success, and now NIO is moving into that market outside of China. So that's some fantastic news, obviously, for anyone out there that is a NIO shareholder. And it says again that this was all announced today, and this is happening, and they are going to have plans to launch the ES8 SUV in the new market this year, followed by the ET7 sedan in 2022. And the company anticipates expanding its local staff of 15 people to 50, and that is going to also represent people in sales and marketing and many, many different other sectors. And again, they are going to have their NIO house, as they said, a store in Oslo that's stated to open in the third quarter. So how exciting is that? 4 smaller showrooms are set to open in other parts of Norway next year. So NIO have been really pushing their boat out, guys. They have wanted to get a piece of the pie. They're really trying to invest aggressively right now in their research and development, and also into their global expansion, because NIO want to be a leader in the Chinese electrical vehicle market and also the global market as well. NIO want to be able to compete with Tesla, and also they want to dominate. It is so clear that William Li has his plans set out in black and white, and he knows how to deliver. Their deliveries are going up every single month, guys. They're never having a pullback, even though that we're having those semiconductor chip shortages, which are affecting the share price of anything in the markets right now that are related to electrical vehicles, energy storage, and even solar panels. And this is why I have said from day one there is going to be a lot of volatility in the second quarter of this year, moving through until July. But once we get into those months of August and September, a lot of people say in the stock market, sell in May and go away. But again, that is what a lot of hedge funds are doing right now, which is why we are seeing a lot of selling pressure in the overall market. So let's go onto the charts really quick after this fantastic news that NIO has announced. And you guys can see where we are. The markets have just opened. I'm recording this around 2:39, which is exactly when the markets have just opened. And we are sitting around $37, and we are in that range of consolidation, anywhere between $34 and also $42.50. So that's the range that NIO is trending in, and we have a triple bottom support layer, which goes to show me that there are an excess of buyers in the market. So when that price actually comes down to around $35, there is a lot of buyers that then start to flood into the market to push that share price of NIO up. So we have found a very technical strong bottom. So if you're someone looking to get into NIO, anywhere around that 37 and below mark is a very strong indicator for me. Again, not financial advice, I'm not a financial advisor, but that is where, in my opinion, is a good price for, in fact, buying NIO if you are a long-term shareholder. And guys, it's worth knowing that the price targets on NIO haven't changed. We still have had analysts upgrade price targets on NIO. We have analysts saying 60, 65, 70 and even $90 by the end of the year, despite the fact that we have seen that global semiconductor chip shortage. Now, this company is going to be absolutely enormous, and if you think of how much growth this company is going to have over the coming decade, it is going to be absolutely monstrous. And this is just their startup plans right now to get into Norway. It is going to be hard for them in the sense of their financial balance sheets. When a company does start up, again, if they're expanding globally, they are going to need to find that money. They do have a lot of money on their balance sheet, luckily, because they did do some capital raising when we were back here, you know, all the way around September and October time last year, when we were in fact buying our shares up in the market when it was around $20. They did do some capital raises, which is when we did actually see some selling off in that share price, but that has now positioned NIO and also a lot of those other EV makers in the market to have a nice strong cash position, which hopefully they will be able to use to their advantage in research and development and also that global expansion. Now, this doesn't mean to say that they're not going to have another direct offering at some point in the future. We could still see NIO do something like that maybe towards, you know, the middle of 2022. And again, this all comes down to how they in fact spend their budget when they have to move into Norway and how expensive obviously that manufacturing cost and startup is going to be. And if you look at Tesla back in the day, let's come onto the Tesla charts. I just want to have a little comparison, and we're going to go back through the decade. We're going to come back onto the weekly chart. You guys can see that from 2015 to 2019, Tesla was trading in this really short consolidation range of about $71 all the way down to about $28. Now, it was here for several years, guys, before it had this absolutely astronomical and enormous breakout. So that goes to tell us, guys, that the longer NIO does in fact have a level of consolidation, and I'm not saying that it's going to stay in a consolidation range at all between $35 and $42, but the longer that we see this, the occurrence would be that we are going to have a larger breakout. So if we come back onto the charts of NIO, like I said, you can see that we are in an area of consolidation, but now that we are so much more advanced in the electrical vehicle market, and we know where obviously the plans of action are, where the global expansion is, and how NIO are planning to have over 250,000 of deliveries over the next few years, we are going to see an astronomical push in that share price. So this is definitely a stock you are going to want to watch, potentially have it inside your portfolio to have that exposure to the electrical vehicle market. And despite the fact that the general market is at all-time highs, and again there could be a correction at any time of about 5 to 10% because we are really extended right now. Again, I really do believe that if you are just to buy, average in every single month and hold for the long term, 5-10 years, you will be absolutely fine. I know a lot of people do panic when we see those red days, but guys, just remember that it is always going to lower your risk if you are getting in NIO when it is around these levels of 35. Imagine how many times, even if you were swinging NIO, that you could have in fact sold it up here. We are always going to see those moves in the market up and down, but if you just average in over time and you are holding for the long term, I can guarantee you that you will be rewarded. So if you look at the S&P 500, as I always say as an example, and you look at that beautiful graph, how it just continues to go up, you will see that compounding your money over time, you will in fact have a nice average price, and over time you will actually start to increase your wealth through compounding money. So that is my wrap up on NIO. Some fantastic news there. Again, like I said, they had some good delivery numbers despite the fact that we have seen that global chip shortage, which is going to affect them to some degree over the next couple of months. But I really do believe in this company, I really do believe in the management, and I really do believe in the future growth that NIO has ahead of it. What a fantastic company to hold inside our portfolio. We're never going to have another opportunity like this, guys, in the coming years to in fact invest in something that is so innovative, something that is changing the world, and something that hopefully is going to cut down those global emissions long term. Once again, they figure out how to have those cheaper manufacturing costs, and they can use those raw earth materials, hopefully, that are not going to damage the environment like we are using carbon and fossil fuels right now to have combustion engine vehicles. So that wraps up this video, guys. Go down there, as always, make sure to smash that like button for me, and also hit that big red subscribe button if you haven't already, and welcome to this family of investors. My name is Jason. I look forward to seeing you guys back on my channel soon for some more content on investing. And my price target for NIO coming into the next few months ahead is we are going to see a push once we do have some more catalysts out over the next month coming into obviously June and July. I do think we are going to see those highs again of about $45 to $46, and as we start to creep into the months of August, September and October, we are then going to see those highs again of $55, moving right through until the fourth quarter, where we will actually see those highs of anywhere between $65 and $70. So that is what I think is going to happen to NIO due to the semiconductor chip shortage. I have lowered my price target on NIO because it has obviously affected some of their deliveries, and also a lot of money has moved out into reciprocals and also utilities and cryptocurrency. So until all of those things start to rebound and we have a rebound in the market, there is going to be some noise and volatility. So guys, that wraps up this video, like I said, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Ciao.